Well, I never thought I would actually have to review this piece of shit. But here we are. With season 2 supposedly coming out tonight, or already has, or, I don't fucking know what the date of this video is recording, I feel completely and utterly pissed off. Look at this. I am a Star Trek fan. Oh, shit, my thing's doing it again. Look at that little Picard thing. Yes, that's right. An actual Starfleet uniform with the pin. That's right. But wait. That's right. CBS can't be bothered to do that. I'm really pissed off at them. The Abrams movies are actually much better. This is a review on Discovery, but, this show is such a travesty, a piece of shit and everything else, it's hard to be fair in that regard. It's worse. Look at this. This is the Enterprise from Abrams movies. As you'll notice, it has a very simple effect that looks very realistic. And this is part of the deal. Look at the nacelles. They're very modern, definitely some stuff, but they still have the basic look. The saucer is definitely more taken from the original movies. It still has a few things more original. And look, even the underside has no decals or anything on it. I'm using this as a basis. As you can see here, even the dish is mine's a little damaged, but you work with what you got. And then look at the drive section. Very thin, very long. This is actually very simple. The nacelles, it's a little bit more, but still very accurate. And that's the thing. The Abrams movies are at least more accurate to actual Star Trek. Even down to, of course, and I can't believe this, the Klingon ships. This is a Klingon battle cruiser. Notice the look? Notice the look? Really nice looking. Well designed. It's been this way. Even in Abrams movies, they paid homage to this. This show doesn't even do that. Now, I'll be fair. From the plot point, you have Michael Burnham and Giorgio whatever captain. First of all, those are two guy names. I mean, Giorgio can kind of sound like a girl's name, but Michael Burnham? No, that's a dude's name. And it's with a hot-looking chick, by the way. I know everybody's like Mikey Spock now and is all pissed off at her. But God, I think these actors are getting screwed over. They're being forced to deal with material and shit that's just terrible. I mean, I will admit they're at least trying to sell. I mean, look at this. Where is it? Rated fresh on Rotten. That doesn't help. Nowadays, Rotten Tomatoes is not very effective for, critic scores. It's better for our scores because that tells you a lot more nowadays. But I mean, look at this. They really went out of their way to try to sell this as some nice big thing. I will admit, though, at least they put some effort into it. But look here. Right up there in the corner. That's what a Klingon looks like in this. That's major canon violation right there. Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to have a headache from this shit. And I'm supposedly dead. I agree with everybody, even Doomcock. They really fucked up. Okay, the story alone has so many plot holes, it violates canon, and it does so much shit that all you want to do is be like, here, I can't even do it right now. I'm so pissed off. This is bad. I had to go get my old uniform out of my closet just so I could do this video. And this is nice. This is old. In fact, I'm having problems fitting into it. But you know what? It still looks better than what you've got on that one. They have totally violated canon. It's set 10 years before Kirk, and yet everything feels like it should be in the 25th century, not the 23rd. Okay? Even Abrams' films, I grant they look more advanced. I mean, just look at the ship again, okay? Far more advanced. But this is also an alternate timeline. What's going on with Discovery is not. It's supposed to be prime timeline. So why the hell do I feel like I'm being screwed over? I mean, my God. The Klingons are the biggest problem here. Now, the set that we meet in the first episode, the way they're introduced, could have actually worked if they had been done right. The problem is that every other Klingon that follows after them sucks. And this affects the story. It's another point that breaks the immersion. And that's a big deal. Then you have the whole stupid plot. You have a Klingon on this whatever thing with what looks like supposedly either a cross between a Bat'leth or Darth Maul's freaking lightsaber. My God, that's stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the spacesuit armor that pops up. That was cool, but holy fuck. What did you... and my... I gotta repair the mask. But my god, you guys just screwed over your entire fan base by doing that. And not just one, but all of us. How could you do that? That is stupid. But, of course, it gets worse. It always gets worse, I swear to God. And I do mean it. It does get worse. So, you then have Burnham. She goes and stuff. She gets blamed for everything. I mean, literally. I understand. She did try to do a mutiny because she's like, okay, we're going to shoot first. Well, you just contacted a Vulcan who told you exactly what the fuck to do. It might have actually worked. But no. No, you stop it. And how the hell does a human wake up from a Vulcan neck pinch like that? That does not happen, by the way. That does not fucking happen. Okay? Like that. Like fucking... Like that. I don't even know if you can hear my snapping. But that's some pretty serious shit. It totally fucks over canon. Now, I gotta admit, I like some of the actors and what they're doing, but it's not them. They're actually good, but what they're working with and what they're being forced to work with, and I'm pretty sure they're being told, no, you have to say what we want or you're fucked. And remember, they're under contract, so they're screwed anyways. Some of them might actually believe it too, but, you know, unless I have some more evidence, it's just conjecture on my part, so remember that. But still, it hurts the entire series. The Klingons don't feel right. Their ships, their technology, their culture, their design are not canon. This is canon. Even Abrams' movie was still very canon-oriented, even though they had to be very different at the same time. We saw this in Into Darkness. They still had that deep Shakespearean quality when they spoke Klingon, like, I'm a badass motherfucking Klingon. And yet in this one, they're like, they sound so fucking... And yeah, I know I probably don't make sense speaking Klingon like that. I don't have the dictionary anymore, okay? Don't sue me on that one. But they don't sound Klingon. Nothing sounds Klingon. It sounds like another dialect, in fact. That's scary. And I do admit, though, because this is supposed to be a, you know, kind of an offshoot, when they start speaking English, it's not very fluent or efficient, like, so impressive. No, it's like, we come in peace. Okay, I totally understand that, and I actually like that little touch. But the fact that you then have normal Klingons who should have been learning English, speaking it pretty fluently and easily, that's bad. That's fucked up. Oh my god. There's just so much wrong with this. They've really screwed over canon, continuity, and even their stories have moments where they make no fucking sense. The whole spore drive thing, the Discovery's more advanced than it should be. I mean, you have, in 10 years before Kirk's time, holographic communications of full-body people. True, they look like shit, but they're there on the deck. You don't see that same technology until DS9's time. That's 100 years, or I think, like, what is it, 140 years or something in the future? Holy fuck. So yeah, it's really pathetic that they have done this. And this also breaks immersion. And my god. Now, to think about this, I have to not only review this, but also think about Season 2. And what I have already seen, what has already been revealed, and even these short treks are not helping matters. Then there's one of the recurring characters, Harry Mudd. This is not Mudd. Mudd is not some psychopathic motherfucker, murdering psychopathic asshole. The actor who plays him is pretty cool, I'll admit that. He's done some good work. But this is not Mudd. I think this is a relative. And everything that's been done with that character makes no sense. If anything, he would want to work with the Starfleet guys to get the hell out in that one episode. And when it was the episode where he was killing them over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh god, I can't even. It was a lot of over and overs again. I mean, it didn't make sense. Why would he kill them? He got out. For crying out loud, he got out. And then the name, Hardcore Fenton Mudd? It's Harry Mudd. It's easy. It's simple. The actor who originally played him in the original series was the only person I know of who did 2 separate appearances as the same guy. Most other people would play another role when they came back. That's pretty cool. But in this case, he's one of the only ones. And he appeared, by the way, it's coming out again, in the animated series. So he's made 3 appearances in live action, in the TV series stuff. 2 actual live actions at one point. And many people actually reprised their roles for the animated series, by the way. I don't think that actor did, but it was still a pretty damn good episode. And Mud was a great character. He also made a lot of comic book appearances. Mud was a fun character, but in this, he sucks. And it ruins his story. Plus, there's this whole thing about the escape artist with androids. Again, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It breaks canon. It breaks emergence. It doesn't work. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that just doesn't work either. It feels so terrible and so god-awful, and I'm absolutely worried for the future of Star Trek. So Season 2 is already not looking good. Story doesn't work. The continuity doesn't work. The ships don't even work. They're too advanced. The design of the ships, I mean, your bridge is on the bottom for a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old ship, and this is before Kirk's time? What happens if you have to crash like in the Enterprise D saucer section in Generations? You're dead. I mean, you are fucking dead. Man, they really screwed over Star Trek. I'll say that. They screwed Star Trek over. And the worst part is they don't give a fuck. They think they've got a hit on their hands. Well, guess what? The fans have spoken, and they want to shove a phaser up your ass with a photon torpedo attached to it and then detonate. Let that sink up. CBS, rejoin with Paramount. Work on something new. Actually give us back good Star Trek. It's really bad. And what can I say? They've really screwed up. I think the Picard series is not going to happen. These lower decks are not going to happen. I think this Kurtzman guy, he is screwed, to be fair, what I've heard and everything I've seen. Now remember, most of this is conjecture, but what I have seen of the show, and I've watched the whole series, it's not good. I watched The Expanse, and I watched that the whole way through. There were days I would not play Fallout 76 or any other game, including many others I've been drooling over, just to watch The Expanse. This doesn't work. Even though you were able to use the F-bomb in this, it doesn't work. The show just doesn't work. It's falling apart. The design doesn't work. The Klingons are really the only interesting thing, and even they are canon and story breaking. Burnham is a terrible character. Her whole concept, everything. Taking the whole fall for a fucking war. All she did was mutiny, okay? That should have been the worst thing. But instead, she's got the whole blame of the whole fucking war on her. And now they're doing Season 2 with Spock. Nothing works. Nothing works here. And that's the worst part. It doesn't work. I can't even give this thing a score. It's that terrible. I'm going to literally say this. This is a 2. Just because of production value. That's the only reason it gets a 2. Otherwise, it would have been a 1. A 2 out of 10. It's the worst thing I've seen. And I've seen some terrible shit. Even The Predator is better than this. Ooh, that's scary to think about. But yeah, it is. Again, this doesn't work. I'm actually scared saying that, but it's the truth. Guys, Star Trek needs help. I cannot willingly... In fact, just to give you a hint, I waited 3 months to buy this. 3 months. It never went on sale. I just finally said, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. Why? Because I needed to see this shit for myself, and I'm not going to buy CBS All Access. Not only that, I have a 43-inch 4K TV. I have a 5.1 Dolby and DTS sound system with master audio, True HD, and Atmos support. So it sounds pretty good. I'll give it that and some stuff. But it's terrible. I do not recommend this show to any Star Trek fans. I do not recommend you recommend it to other people. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. I'm out.